Welcome to this yoga class. My name is Natalie. I will lead you through a 45 minutes Vinyasa flow yoga class. It's suited for all levels. You can always adjust the pose according to your own needs. All my poses are suggestions. Let's start. Come and sit on your mat or a block. Find a position in which you're seated comfortably. Then close your eyes. Relax your legs. The floor is supporting you, so you can relax your legs. Relax your shoulders, your arms. Make sure you're sitting nice and tall, stretching out through the crown of your head. And start to focus on your breath. Breathe in and out through the nose. Make your breath longer and deeper. First, have your natural breath, starting with the belly blowing up, and then feeling the rib cage is expanding, and at the end your chest is lifting. And then as you exhale, first notice the navel comes back inside and the rib cage draws back to center. Nice, deep, natural breaths. Then if you're familiar with Ujjayi breath, you can start now. If you've not heard of it, start to focus today with breathing in and out through the nose. And if you're familiar with it, Ujjayi breath is tightening the back of your throat just a little bit, and then as if you're sucking in the air through the windpipe, you will create this hissing sound, which is louder than your thoughts. That will make this breath meditative, but it will also help you warm up your body faster. By breathing in and out through the nose, you also have more control over your breath. This can also make you feel very confident and calm, because suddenly the body is not surviving and breathing in very quickly. You're controlling it. You're breathing in slowly, which gives you a sense of control over the body and can really calm your mind. And keep breathing in and out through the nose during the whole class, with Ujjayi breath if possible for you. And then it's time to lift the pelvic floor muscles and pull in your lower abdominals. This is a gentle squeeze, let's say for 30% out of 100. In yoga philosophy, we call these Mula and Uddiyana Bandha. These are energy locks containing the energy inside your body. And also tightening these muscles will protect your lower back in some of the poses. Then set an intention for yourself, something you would like to focus on during today's class. If you're sitting on a block, you can gently put it to the side. Slowly open your eyes and start to bring one ear towards your shoulder, stretching your neck. And then gently to the other side. And bringing your chin to chest, stretching the back of your neck. And lift your chin, doesn't have to go really high. And then make a circle with your head. Telling your neck and shoulders to relax. Other side. Letting all your worries slide down your shoulders. And make sure you're breathing in and out through the nose. Nice and long, deep breaths. And slowly open your eyes and start to move with the breath. Inhale, bring the arms up. And exhale, bring your arms down. Follow your breath. Your breath is leading. Only when you're all the way at the top and you've ended the inhalation, when you exhale, then you bring your arms down. One more, follow your breath. Then place your right hand on your left knee. I'll be your mirror image. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Keep your sitting bones where they are. Exhale, rotate. Look over your left shoulder. Stay here for a nice deep breath. And then bring your left arm up next to your ear. Inhale. And then exhale, stretch out to the right corner of the room, stretching out the side of your body. Nice deep breath here. And sit up straight. Now your arms are crossed. You cross them even further like this. Eagle arms, we call them. Bring your arms up. Inhale. And exhale, feeling the stretch in the shoulders. And then open up the arms and go to the other side. Left hand on right knee. Lengthen upwards through the crown and rotate from the navel upwards. Gazing off your right shoulder. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale. And then right arm goes up by your ear. Inhale. And exhale to the corner of the room, stretching out your side. Inhale. Exhale. And then sit up, crossing your arms, feeling the stretch in your shoulders. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. And then if you can, interlace your fingers behind your back. Otherwise, just grab your elbows, push your chest forward, shoulders back. And exhale, release one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Now inhale, bring your arms up, interlace your fingers, accept your index fingers, lengthen. And exhale, reach forward through your fingertips as far as you can. And then from here, come on hands and knees on all fours. Fingers widely spread, hands under the shoulders, knees under your hips. Inhale, open the chest, lift your tailbone. Exhale, push out your back towards the ceiling, gaze towards the navel. Inhale, open your chest, lift your tailbone. Exhale, push your back out. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Then big toes touch, hips towards the heels into child's pose. Focus on your breath, exaggerate it. Really feel the ribcage expanding to all sides on your inhalation. And slowly coming back to center on your exhalation. You can always come in this pose during the class whenever you need it or you really feel like it. One more deep breath here. And come back onto all fours. Tuck your toes under, hips to heels, and push yourself up into downward dog. Make sure your fingers are widely spread, middle fingers pointing forward. Stretching out your arms, sitting most up in the sky. Bringing your chest towards your big toes. It's fine if you do it with your knees bent. First, make sure your arms and your spine are really long. And then over time, maybe you can bring the heels closer towards the floor. They don't really have to touch. One more nice deep breath here. And look towards your hands. Jump or walk forwards. Inhale, hands on shins. Lengthen the spine, chest up halfway. Exhale, fold forward, bending the knees. 2 more times. Inhale, push the feet down. Lengthen the crown forwards. And exhale, bend the knees. Fold as much as you can. Inhale. Exhale. And then keep your knees bent. Hips a little bit more towards the back. And then slowly roll up. Pressing the feet down into the floor. And slowly come in front of your yoga mat for sun salutations or a variation on it. Inhale, bring the arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward from the waist. Inhale, lift your chest, look up. And exhale, jump or step the feet back. And the easy option is coming down onto your belly. Inhale for cobra, rolling the shoulders towards the heels. And exhale, keep your elbows by your side, push through the hands, tighten your core muscle into downward facing dog for 5 breaths. 1, keep lengthening your arms, sitting bones up in the sky. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look towards your hands, jump or step forward. Inhale, chest up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, pressing the feet down, lengthening upwards through your crown and fingertips. Exhale, bringing the arms by your side. We do this again. Focus on your breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen again. And exhale, use your strength. If you can, straight into Chaturanga Dandasana and then stretch out your arms, open the chest into upward dog. You can also do cobra. Exhale. From the navel, bring the hips in the air for downward facing dog for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look towards your hands, jump or step forward. Inhale, chest up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, lengthen. And exhale, arms by your side. Close your eyes, focus on your breath. We're gonna do sun salutation again. And I'm only gonna say in and exhale, so you can really focus on your breath. You could even do it in your own time, or otherwise follow my lead. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Then you're gonna step your left foot back, your right foot stays in front, and you're gonna come into your warrior B. I'll show it from the other side so we can see each other. So your right toes are pointing forward to the short side of the mat. Your rear foot can either be exactly parallel with the other short side of the mat, so the outside of your foot, I mean. It can also turn a little bit inward, so see what works best for you. And then bend the knees, let the hips sink down, roll the shoulders down above your hips. So sometimes you're like this, make sure the shoulders are above the hips. Gaze over your right fingertips, and let's stay here for 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Your right hand palm is going to face up, left hand on your leg, and inhale, reach for the sky with your chest and fingertips for 3 breaths in reverse warrior. 1, 2, and 3. Come back in warrior B, and we're gonna swap to the other side. Right toes come in, left toes go out. If you look down, make sure your heels are on the same line. Your shoulders are above the hips, and gaze over your left fingertips for 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Right hand on your leg, left hand palm facing up. Lift your chest towards the sky. 1, 2, and 3. Come back into warrior B, and again swap to the other side. Now this time you're gonna bring your right elbow on your knee, your left arm behind your ear, and you're gonna open your chest towards the ceiling. If you wanna go a step further, you might be able to place your hand on the floor and your fingertips, or with your full hand on the floor. So choose what's possible for you. Make sure the foot on the floor is pressing down, and from there you're stretching all the way into your fingertips. 2 more breaths. 1, and 2. And then slowly come through warrior B into the one on the other side, Uttita Konasana. So your elbow can be on your knee, or your hand can be on the floor, wherever you can go, making sure you straighten your arm, you reach into your fingertips, and open the chest towards the ceiling. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Come up through your warrior B, and then step your feet together in front of the mat. Now step your left foot behind and bring that knee on the floor. Then bring your left elbow to the outside of the right knee, pressing your hands together, elbows on top of each other, and then push yourself away from the leg, opening the chest up towards the ceiling. You can either stay here or lift that left knee off the floor again. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Place the knee back on the floor, and we're gonna move to the other side. If for one reason or the other it's not possible for you to rotate to this side, for example, if you're pregnant, you might want to open up to the other side. So that's perfectly fine. Always adjust the pose according to your own needs. Now, if you can, your right elbow to the left knee. Open up the chest towards the ceiling, pushing hands together so you have force to open your chest. Your right knee can also stay on the floor. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Knee comes back on the floor, chest comes up, and from here we go into all fours, tucking your toes under and into downward facing dog. Now you're gonna step the feet together, bring them a bit more forward, maybe bend the knees, and then lift your right leg and then bend the knee. Lifting that knee towards the ceiling, stacking your hips on top of each other for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Placing the foot on the floor and going to the other side. Left leg goes up, knee bends, and ideally your right heel is on the floor and you keep pushing yourself away from the floor like you were doing a downward facing dog, but then with only one foot on the floor. 2 more deep breaths. 1, and 2. Place your foot on the floor. Now step your left foot forward and quarter turn to the side. So you're like me, with the feet far apart from each other and your hands on the edge of the mat. Then let's place the left hand in the middle and bring the right arm up. So you have a long line from your tailbone to the crown of your head. And from there you open up your chest towards the ceiling. Arm reaching up. 1 more deep breath here. And we swap sides. So now the right hand in the middle, shoulder above the wrist. And continuing that line through the other arm. From your long spine, so from your tail to the crown, you have a long spine. Keep rotating. 2 more breaths. 1, and 2. Bring that hand to the floor, and then from here, stretch out your hands forward. So now you have a wide-legged downward dog for 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Walk your hands back to the edge of the mat. Then place the hands on the hips. Press the feet down in the floor. Lift your pelvic floor. Pull in your navel and slowly come up. Now you're gonna point the toes to the side. You're gonna bend your knees and place your hands here. What we're gonna do is on our inhalation, we're gonna bring the hands towards the center like this, go into squat position, and then when you exhale, you pretend you're pushing away against the wall, away from you. Let's do it together 3 times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to do something fun. I find it fun, but it can be a little bit scary or weird the first time you do it. I'll show it from the side. What we're going to do is we're going to release any negative emotions we might have. So if you're stressed or anxious or worried, this is the time to release it. How it goes, it's like this. On the inhalation, your arms go up. And then when you exhale, you're gonna bend down and say, ha! From your belly, like a nice loud ha. If that makes you dizzy, then you can just make the arm movements go down. And you really shake out the worry or the anxiety. I'll show it like this. We're gonna do 10 times. Make some sound, and if you can't make sound, do it in your head. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. Ha! Inhale. Ha! Inhale. Ha! 7 more. Ha! 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 3 more. Let it out. Ha! Ha! Last one, extra loud. Ha! And stand up straight with your hands, arms by your side. I hope that worked for you. Now step in front of your mat again. With this new relaxation, let's step the left foot back and open the hip flexor where a lot of our stress can be. Inhale, arms up. If it's too intense, you can also leave your hands in front of your heart. Now really make sure you push through that heel, so you have a nice stretch in the front of that left hip. If you bend a bit more down, you might feel it more. Also tuck your tailbone under, pull in your lower abdominal, and focus on releasing any tension in the front of the left hip in your hip flexor. 2 more breaths. 1 and 2. Hands in front of the heart. Gently step forward and we go to the other side. So nice long step, hips facing forward, lengthening or keeping your hands in front of your heart. Pushing through that right heel, tucking your tailbone under, lifting through the chest. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Step forward. And then we're gonna go into a balancing pose. First, let's ground ourselves. We do it like this. Just gonna bounce through the knees, letting your arms relax, and then go. It's nice if you close your eyes so you can really focus on feeling this. Nice deep breath in and out through the nose. The only thing you have to do is bounce through the knees, relaxing your body. And then very gently straighten the legs, and you might feel some kind of pull to the earth, gravity pulling on you. I feel it, but everybody feels it differently. Then we're gonna bring the right knee up. I'll be your mirror image. And then you're gonna open the knee to the side. So it's important you work in 2 directions. You're bringing the energy down, firming your foot on the floor, straightening the leg, and also you're lifting upwards through the crown of your head. That will keep you in balance. Also your navel, your hips are facing forward, so this is a hip opener. And then if you're stable, you can look over your left shoulder to the side. Otherwise, keep looking forward. 2 more breaths. 1 and 2. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bring the knee to the front and step the foot together. Maybe shake it up a little bit, grounding yourself again for some extra stability. Although some days you have your balance and other days really you don't have it. So you might be wobbly today, but it's no problem. You just stay focused, work in opposite directions. Like I said, lengthening both down and up, shoulders down. Lift your pelvic floor, pull in your lower abdominals. And if you like, you can gaze to the side. 2 more breaths. 1 and 2. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, bring the leg down. So all these standing poses are about finding your stability Having nice strong legs. But now we're gonna go to the seated poses. Vinyasa. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, slowly bow forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, chest up halfway. And exhale, if you can, into Chaturanga Dandasana. Or come lie down into Cobra, or push out into Upward Dog. And then exhale into Downward Facing Dog for 3 breaths. If you need more of a relaxation, you can also do child's pose here. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. If you can jump through, you can do that. You can also cross the ankles in the center of your mat and come sit down. You want to go into Paschimottanasana. Lift your kind of sitting flesh upwards so you can feel your sitting bones on the floor. Then pull the toes towards you so your feet are flexed. Now some of us might be sitting like this. Then you can place your hands behind you and kind of push yourself away from the floor to hopefully sit up straight. If that's not possible yet, if you're more like this, you might want to bend the knees just a little bit so you can sit up nice and tall and then work on straightening the legs. If you're not falling backwards without your hands, then you can go a bit forward. So make sure your pelvis is turning here. It's not just you making a round back. So lengthen through your crown and come forward. Maybe you can reach your feet. You can grab your big toes or your feet or your hands are here. Wherever you are. Now close your eyes. And then your inhalation, lengthen through the crown of your head. Really sink into this pose. Then I'm gonna count the breath in this pose. If you already feel the urge to in or exhale, and I'm not there yet, please do. But as much as possible, follow my lead. Now first, in and exhale, and then completely empty your lungs. So we can start together. Here we go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Exhale. And come back to your own count, your own breath. And then on your inhalation, slowly come up. And then place your hands behind you for Purvottanasana. And there's 3 options for this pose. The first one looks like this, where you have less weight on the wrists, for if you cannot have a lot of weight on them, for example. The second option is making a table, ankles underneath the knees, and then you can either bring the head back or you can leave the chin on chest. And the third option, that's the most advanced one, is with straight legs, and then your toes are not up, but you're pointing them towards the floor and you keep lifting your hips up. Are you ready? Let's do it for 3 breaths. Here we go. 1, choose your own option. 2, and 3. Slowly bring your hips to the floor. Now cross your ankles. Bring the hands a little bit in front of the hips and try to lift your hips off the floor. If that's easy, just with 2 toes. And if you succeeded without feet, and otherwise keep doing it with your feet. I'm gonna go back into Paschimottanasana, in this pose where you're either like here, or maybe you're sitting up straight like this. Now inhale, lengthen your spine again. And exhale, sink into the pose. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, slowly come back and back into Purvottanasana, the other pose, either like this, or in the table, or with straight legs. 3 breaths. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Lower the hips. And again, like we did before, crossing the ankles, lifting the hips off the floor. You could even try it on fists. If it doesn't work on flat hands, try without feet. And straighten the legs. Now bring your left knee towards your chest and open it to the side, making sure your knee there is very comfortable. There's no tension. You can also place like a block or cushion underneath the leg so it's relaxed. Then lengthen the spine. And again, if you're more like this, maybe you want to use your hands behind you and push your chest like this towards your big toe. Or if you can also fold forward. So find where you are in this pose today. What is possible for your body today. And then it's a little rotation here. Your chest wants to go towards your big toe and also the crown of your head. And let's stay here for 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, slowly come up. And then place the left foot on the floor. We're going to do a rotation. Again, if this is not possible that way, you can also do an open twist. So adjust according to your own needs. If you can, right arm around the left leg, sit up straight, lengthen to the crown of your head, and gaze over your left shoulder, rotating your upper body for 3 more breaths. 1, keep your right foot flexed. 2, and 3. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, come out of this pose. Other side, right knee to chest, open the leg. You can also place the foot a little bit more to the side or in, or like I said, place your leg on something. Flex the left foot, lengthen, and exhale. If you can, fold forward or sit up nice and tall, feeling the stretch in the back of your left leg and also in your lower back. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, 3. Slowly come up and place the right foot on the floor. Place your left arm around it. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Now don't move your hips, only your upper body from the navel upwards, especially the chest area. Gaze over your right shoulder. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, place the legs together. Then from here, gently roll down onto the floor. And let's do a lying twist. So bring your arms to the side. If you have room for your arms, I'm gonna bring one arm by my ear, so that's also possible, or your arms are somewhere else. Now bring your knees to chest, and then roll both your legs to the right. And then maybe the left shoulder comes off the floor and you breathe into your left shoulder and it comes down a little bit. It doesn't have to touch the floor. Feel the rotation in your lower back and maybe an opening in your left chest to shoulder. Breathe into it. Let all the muscles and tissues relax for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, bring your knees up, and then we do the other side. Knees to the left, and stretch out your right arm to the right or by your ear, whatever is possible for you. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Bring your knees up Then bring your nose towards your knees, make yourself nice and round. And then stretch out your body, stretch out your legs and your arms. And come and lie down for the end pose, your final relaxation. If you can't do it lying down, you can also do it sitting. If you're not comfortable with closing your eyes, you can keep them open and stare to a point on your ceiling. Otherwise, you could close your eyes. And now first, let your body relax. Let it sink into your mat, into the floor. Letting the body take over the breath. Letting the toes and knees roll to the sides. Hand palms facing up, your arms away from the body. And then lift your chest just a centimeter. Bring your shoulder blades closer together and lie down fully on your shoulder blades. And then turn your head from one side to the other. Back to center, chin on chest. And place your head back on the floor. Neck and shoulders relax now. Relax your tongue in the back of the throat. Relax your lips and your nose. Relax your cheeks and your ears. Relax your eyes and eyelids. Relax your forehead. Relax all the skin on your head. Now your body is fully relaxed. Also relax your mind. Let it focus on your breath, becoming an observer, noticing how the air flows in and out of your body, how your body moves with the breath. Whenever a thought or emotion comes to the surface, you accept that it's there, you acknowledge it, and then you bring your attention back to your breath. So you're mindfully present and your mind is as empty as possible. Continue this practice of mindfulness for the next minute, and then my voice will return. If your goal is to avoid pain and escape suffering, I would not advise you to seek higher levels of consciousness or spiritual evolution. This is a quote of M. Scott Peck. Yikes! As we unroll ourselves from the bubble wrap of mindlessness, we begin to encounter the world and our consciousness in more authentic ways. Under the bright white light of awareness, beliefs, behaviors, relationships, and values that we once held dearly often start to crack and crumble. It can be a sort of loss, awakening to the truth. It hurts. We often have to break away from old habits, people, and ways of thinking. We have to take time to mourn what we are leaving behind before we can fully step into our newly heightened consciousness. But it's worth it. Mindfully living in the now infuses our lives with a richness and depth that was impossible before. It's like going from watching an old cathode ray tube TV to the highest def flat screen you can imagine. And once you make the switch, there's no unseeing the clarity now possible. Think to yourself, awakening can be painful, but it is worth it. Gently bring your attention back to the room where you are. Become aware of your body. Wiggle your toes and fingers. If you prefer to lie down a bit longer, please do. Otherwise, stretch out. Pretend you're waking up. And then roll onto one side of your body. Then slowly push yourself up to a sit. So we can end the class together with a bow. Bring your hands in front of your heart. Close your eyes one more time. And first, think of your intention you set at the beginning of the class. Did you succeed? And then think of something that makes you happy, that makes you smile. And then as you bow forward, send that happy thought into the room. And slowly come back up. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the class. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye!